A phobia, also known as a phobic disorder, can be defined as an extreme or irrational fear of something. A phobia may also be characterized by symptoms of panic, such as rapid heartbeat, shortness of breath, and increased perspiration when the feared subject or situation is encountered. The following list contains 10 of the most common phobias people suffer from today, so you can better understand how to help your loved ones who suffer from them. Number 1. Agoraphobia. Agoraphobia is a rare type of anxiety disorder. If you have it, your fears keep you from getting out into the world. You avoid certain places and situations because you think you'll feel trapped and not be able to get help. For example, you might worry or panic when you are in public transportation, large, open spaces, closed-in spaces, crowds or standing in line, being outside your home alone. You may be willing to go just a handful of places, or you may even dread leaving your house. Number 2. Necrophobia. Being afraid of death is not uncommon, but for some people, being scared of death can prevent them from leading fulfilling lives. Necrophobia is an overwhelming fear of death that has physical side effects such as panic attack, shortness of breath, dizziness, trembling, sweating, accelerated heart rate, chest pain and nausea. It is common for some to have a fear of death, but people scared to death of death might go so far as to cut themselves off from the outside world completely. Number 3. Trypophobia. Trypophobia is an aversion or fear of clusters of small holes, bumps, or patterns. When people see this type of cluster, they experience symptoms of disgust or fear. Examples of objects that might trigger a fear response include seed pods or a close-up image of someone's pores. Number 4. Ablutophobia. Ablutophobia is a specific phobia in which individuals have an irrational fear of bathing or washing. It can affect children and adults and is more common in women than men. Living a normal life with this phobia is very hard. Number 5. Agyrophobia. Abnormal and persistent fear of crossing streets, highways and other thoroughfares, fear of thoroughfares themselves. Sufferers experience anxiety even though they realize that streets, highways and other thoroughfares pose no threat commensurate with their fear. Number 6. Nyctophobia. Nyctophobia is an extreme fear of the dark. This phobia is very common among children but can affect people of all ages. People with this specific anxiety disorder may have trouble sleeping, have panic attacks and may avoid leaving the house after dark. Providers treat nyctophobia with therapy if a fear of the dark is disturbing daily life. Number 7. Anuptophobia. The Anuptophobia is a specific phobia where the dreaded element lies in being single. A person suffering from this psychological disorder has an extremely high fear whenever he is exposed to his feared situation, that is, whenever he has no partner or thinks he might not have it. In order to properly delimit this anxiety disorder, it is necessary to know exactly what qualities characterize the fear experienced. In fact, all people can suffer from a certain fear of being single in many moments of our lives. Number 8. Androphobia. Androphobia is defined as a fear of men. The term originated inside feminist and lesbian feminist movements to balance the opposite term gynophobia, which means a fear of women. The symptoms of androphobia may include an instant, intense fear, anxiousness or panic when you see or think about men. An awareness that your fear of men is irrational or inflated but you feel like you cannot control it. Anxiety that worsens as a man gets physically closer to you. Number 9. Ophidophobia. This is the second most common phobia in the world. Ophidophobia is a fear of snakes. It is sometimes called herpetophobia, which is a fear of reptiles or amphibians. Snake as a pet, not an option. On number 10 is arachnophobia. Arachnophobia is an intense and irrational fear of spiders and other arachnids such as scorpions. Treatment is typically by exposure therapy, where the person is presented with pictures of spiders or the spiders themselves. If you have any phobia, be sure to leave a comment here.